Good morning students and welcome to our YouTube channel Gnan Manjari Modern School. So in the previous videos we are just going through the chapter number 4, that is human body. In that what we have seen the skeletal system. First of all, the human body is made up of two systems, that is skeletal system and muscular system. We have seen the skeletal system. In that what we have seen, the skull, the backbone, the rib cage and the lower and the upper limbs. Okay students, we have seen that, and just we have started the muscular system. See, let us see the muscular system. We have just seen the types of muscular system. So first of all, what is muscular system? Let us see by writing the few points of it. So the muscular system So what is muscular system? We can say that the muscles and tendons in the body make up the muscular system. Muscular system. Okay students, so what is the muscular system? The muscular system and the muscles and the tendons in our body make up the muscular system. Okay students, moving towards next. The muscles are attached to the bones, and it is the muscle that helps in all movement of our body from smiling to leaping over a wall. Some muscles work in pair. For example, if we want to lift our arm, the muscles of the arm contract to pull the lower arm, and another set of the muscular contract to the lower arm. The muscles contract or shorten and relax alternate to make body parts move. We have more than 600 muscles in our body attached to the bones of tendons. See here, we have more than 600 muscles in our body. It can be asked in the form of MCQ. Okay students, so that you have to learn, and then we will see the types of muscles. So how many types of muscles are there? Types. So the first type, that is voluntary. Voluntary or involuntary. So these two types of the muscles are there. Okay students, so first of all, what is voluntary muscle and what is involuntary muscles? The voluntary muscles, the muscles which we can control, which are in our control, that muscles are known as voluntary muscles. And involuntary muscles, what are they? Involuntary muscles means the muscles which are not in our control, that are involuntary muscles. See, first of all, the muscles whose movement can we control are voluntary muscles, such as those of our arms, legs, face, There are muscles that we cannot control, they are involuntary control muscles. They continue to move even we are sleeping, the such as muscles that are heart, kidney, lungs, food canal, they continue to expand and contract without our control. Exercise always turns the muscles and make them stronger, walking, jogging and swimming. Okay students, our next point, that is in the next page, so please turn the page. All are good exercise, it is because of the muscles that we can sit or stand or sit. It is also necessary to stand erect and sit straight, not slouch around. A person who slouch all the time may develop a curved back or shoulders, so sit straight, develop a good posture. Women in Indian village walk straight with the server pots balanced on their head without needing to hold them. Have you seen them? Try walking erect with a couple of hard books on your hand. And then after, now we are just going through a new topic, that is central nerve system. What is it? Central nerve system. Okay students, what is it? Let us see that. The central nerve system. Central nervous system. Okay students, so what is it? What is the central nerve system? Let us talk by first. So central nerve system means the nerve system which is in our central, means the main thing. See, central nerve system, let just see some of the points over here. See here, the central nerve, the nerve system consists of brain, the spinal cord and the nerves. The nerve system controls the action of all parts of our body, and it is the brain that controls the nerve system. Nerves carries message from the sense organs to the brain, and the brain commands the body part to react suitably. The nerve carries again carry the message from the brain to the body part. So what is nerve system? Central nerve system means if we just touch a hot vessel and that message passes to our brain, and our brain just orders to that part that take that back the hand. Okay students, so what this central nerve system, see here, all the messages are not passed to the brain and some just reflect by the reflex action. Okay students, you just before just going to the brain, just it reflects. See here, it is written over here in the brain, the brain. We have seen that the brain, I am just reading and revising the previous video. Okay students, the brain is protected by the skull or the cranium. The space between the two is filled with a protective fluids to cushion the brain against injuries. The brain has three parts: the cerebrum, the cerebellum and medullum oblongata. The cerebellum is the largest part of the brain. There are millions of nerves or nerve cells in it. This part of the brain helps us to think, speak, learn and remember. The cerebrum is smaller than the cerebellum. It is in the charge of the muscular coordination. It is the function to see that the muscles work together properly. It also maintains the body in upright position. The medulla oblongata is the smallest part of the brain. It is located at the lower back of the, it joins brain to the spinal cord, and then after it controls all the involuntary actions of the body such as heartbeats, breathing. Thus, this part of the brain continues to function even when we are sleeping. Now, spinal cord. What is spinal cord? See, here there is a spinal cord which connects, okay students, to our body. The spinal cord extends downward from the medulla oblongata down to the vertebral column almost to its end from the central nerve. 31 pair of spinal, peripheral or side nerves branch out. The cord thus connect the brain with the rest of the body. It controls the reflex action. What is reflex action? The automatic response of the body to an event is called reflex action. It does not involve signal to the brain. For example, if we touch something hot accidentally, we immediately withdraw our hand. It is reflex action. If a car driver sees a child run across the road, he slams on the brake even before he thinks that. He does not think what will happen if he stops or does not. There is no time to think. Okay students, nerve system. What is nerves? Now let us see that neurons or nerve cells are of three kinds: sensory nerve, motor nerves and mixed nerve. So what is it? Let us see students. Now we are just talking about the nerves. Nerves. Okay students, so nerves are of further divided into three types. Let us see that three types. So first is sensory nerves, second is motor nerves, and third is mixed nerve. Okay students, so let us see one by one all the functions of it which we have seen in the previous video, but we are just revising this. Okay students, so here the first, that is they are all connected to the brain through the peripheral nerve and the spinal cord. So they are connected direct to the brain. Sensory nerves carries message from sense organs to the brain. So what does the sensory nerves do? They carry messages from the sense organ to the brain, Okay students, the sensory nerve carries message from the sense organ to the brain. And now motor nerve. What does the motor nerve do? Motor nerve carries, means they carry message from the brain to the muscles, carries to the brain to the muscles. And now we will see mixed. So what does the mixed nerves do? They carry messages from sense organ to brain and carry back instruction from the brain or the spinal cord to other parts of the body. Okay students, they carry messages from sense organs to brain and carry back the instruction from the brain to or spinal cord to the other parts of the body. Okay students, so what is sensory nerves? They carry message from the sense organ to the brain. Means they carry, these are some of the sense organs and they carry this message to the brain. And what does the motor nerves do? The message which is given by the our sensory nerves and the message from brain gives back to the muscle. Okay students, comes back to the muscle. And what does the mixed nerve do? They do both. They carry message from sense organs to brain and carry back the instruction from the brain or the spinal cord to the other parts of the body. Okay students, now care of the sense organs. What is it? Our sense organs are our windows to the world. We get to know the world around us through these sense organs. If a window pane is dirty, we do not get a good view of the outside world. In the same way, a damaged organ will not help us sense our surrounding correctly. Therefore, it is very important to take care of our sense organs. See, first our sense organs is eye. So we are just talking about eye. Clear, bright, sparkling eyes are indication of good health. When you wake up in the morning, you wash your face and splash water on it. The eye feels fresh with sleep or dryness chased away. A few good rules of for the take care of your eye are given on the following page. Means how to take care our eye. Let us see that one by one all the points. First point, that is, do not read when there is insufficient light. Means you don't read in the dark, you have sufficient light to read something. Okay students, next is do not hold the book too close to your eyes. You don't have to just take it this much close your books, you have to keep some distance. Next point is do not keep watching TVs for hours together. Means you don't have to just watch TV for continuous. Okay students, in between you have to take break. What, you just watch 30 minutes TV and then after 15 to 20 minutes of break for your eyes. Okay students, then after you can watch again. But I will say don't watch TV more than an hour in a day. Okay students, never look directly at the sun, not even during a total solar eclipse when it may be dark. Hence, there would be no glare. The sun's ultraviolet rays are still present and will harm the eye. Means you don't have to watch the sun directly with our naked eye. Okay students, you can't watch that because some of the ultraviolet rays are there which just harms to your eye. Next is, if anything goes into your eye, do not rub them. The body has its own way of clearing eyes. The eyes will water and wash away the dust particle. If some foreign body can be seen, an adult can touch it lightly with a clean handkerchief. It will stick to the handkerchief and come out. Means anything in your anything impurity will go in your eyes, then what we have to do, we have to just blink the eye and the water will wash that and take it out. Or else if you are adult, then you can use your clean handkerchief, cotton, and you just put over here, then it will just stick over there and come out. And next is, do not wear cheap plastic dark glasses in order to look fashionable. They can strain your eyes and therefore spoil your eyesight. Means some of the plastic sunglasses are there, so you don't have to wear that because it is harm to our body. Okay students, and the last point, that is most importantly, if you have difficulty in reading with your teacher writes on the blackboard, tell your parents and get your eyes checked immediately by an eye specialist. Okay students, if you are in the class and you don't know what is written on the board or have some stress to read that, then you have to directly go to the eye specialist for checking of your eye. Okay students, now our new is ears. So how the ears, we should take care of our ears. Let us see that there is an old saying, never put anything smaller than your elbow in your ear. The saying means, do not put anything in your ear. The ear canal is so narrow that anything placed in it may stuck and damage the ear. If you have earache or feeling the wax has collected in your ear, don't try to dig it out with anything. A drop of glycerin or warm oil may lose the wax, but let the doctor decide what needs to be done. See, some of the impurities just gone to the ear. So, with the doctor's suggestion, just put up some of the drop of glycerin or hot, not too much hot oil, slightly hot oil in it, then the wax which is there, it will be melt and come out. But you have to take the doctor's advice for this. Okay students, now if water goes into your ears, Stanley cotton buds can get gentle insert. They will absorb the water. Earplug will when you go to swim. So when you are just swimming, then water goes to our ear. Then for pulling out that water, you have to put the cotton cloth so that can absorb all the water which is going to the ears. And in the next time, what you have to do, you have to put earplugs when you go to the swim, so the water cannot go inside. Okay students, next point is, if you put anything sharp in your ears, it can puncture your eardrum and affect your hearing. So you don't have to put anything in your ear, so it can puncture your eardrum. Okay students, and you will not hear anything. Next is, do not listen to loud music. Listen to the very loud sound or noise is not good for ears. Nowadays some of the students or some of the persons just what do, they just put hands-free in the ear and they just volume is up, so they can't listen anybody else. Okay students, but we don't have to do this. Okay students, and next is skin. So now we will see what we have to take care about the skin. That is, a glowing skin reflects good health. Have a bath every day, scrub your skin and keep it clean. Dirty skin leads to rashes, boils or infections. Do not scratch if your skin itches. Scratching with make the itch worse. Trying rubbing the place gently with your fingertips. Okay students, you have to bath every day so your skin just get gentle. Okay students, so we don't have to damage our skin because there is a layer in the skin. If the skin will taken out, then our bone will just we can see, and it is not good for our health. Next is nose. Do not pick your nose all the time. Tiny hairs inside your nose prevent the dust from going into your lungs. If you have a cold, blow your nose gently to clear it. See, we don't have to just do anything with our nose because there are some of the hairs in it and which does not go inside to the impurities cannot go inside to our lungs, so there are some of the hairs given in your nose. Okay students, and comes to the tongue. Have a balanced and nutrition diet. Your tongue will stay a healthy pink and not have a white coating on it. So your tongue must be clean. Okay students, and follow these rules and your 5 sense organs will serve you faithfully. Okay students, so you have to just take care of what things: eyes, ears, skin, nose and tongue. You have to keep it clean, so it will not just harm to our body. Okay students, now we have just completed this chapter. Now let us see further, but further is nothing. So in the next video we will see the exercise question answer, make the following, choose the correct, fill in the blanks, true or false, in next video. But before that, you just write down your homework. So your today's homework is, students, homework is find out the answers okay students, you have to find out the answers of the exercise, and in next video I will give all the answers. You just verify your answer. Okay students, we will meet in our next video. Okay, bye students.